Hey guys, welcome to Draw With Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook. Today we'll be drawing this cute little ant. We're going to begin our drawing today with our ant's face. So to start, I'm going to draw out an oval shape for the eye, and it's going to be slightly leaning towards the top left of my paper. Make the first highlight by drawing a big curve under the top of the eye, and then a small heart just beneath that, and go ahead and shade in around these shapes. Then you can come back to trace over the top line of the eye and extend a small flick out towards the left for an eyelid. Make the second eye over to the right side, once again having it tilted slightly towards the left so that it will look like it's actually just a bit higher on your paper. Draw in that first highlight underneath the top with a small heart beneath that and shading in the rest of the eye, then trace over the top and make a flick out to the right. We can draw in some cheeks by just coming to the bottom of the eyes and drawing a curve all the way underneath and closing in on the other side. And then finally we'll draw in just a little mouth right in between the cheeks. And I always love to add some little eyebrows upturned just to make the face extra cute. Then to begin the head, I'm going to find the center above the eyebrows, and I'm just going to draw a curved line all the way around, closing it off in a circular shape. Then let's go ahead and add in the little antenna, and they're going to be coming right off the top of the head, just above the eyebrows, making a little line up and just a little curve back to create a little circle at the top. And now we can go ahead and draw in the thorax. So starting just outside the head, in line with the eyelid, I'm going to draw a curve towards the left, and eventually bring that line back down towards the bottom of my page, rounding it off, and then coming all the way back underneath the head. I'm going to leave some spaces here for my feet just because I'm using marker. And then coming towards the back of the thorax, we're going to start near the top to draw in the abdomen, or the final segment here, so making a very similar shape, just a little bit larger, and this time I'm going to have my top curve come up a little bit higher, so almost in line with the top of the head, and it's going to be a little bit longer. So stretching it out a little bit and then round it back and bring that line all the way back to the thorax. Once again, close off the entire shape if you're using pencil, or leave spaces for the legs. The legs of my ant are very simple, so starting in the front here, I'm just going to draw a straight line downwards and a second line right in front, just a little bit shorter, and draw in a little hook for the foot. You can close off any remaining space, and then the second foot on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing, two straight lines down with just a little hook for a foot. We're going to repeat these steps for the remaining 4 legs. First, I'm starting with the one on the side that's facing us, just drawing out those straight lines and the little curve, and then you close off and draw your other foot underneath the belly line or the body line. And now on to the last 2 legs here off the abdomen, just bringing the lines down out of the body, creating that little foot and bringing it back up, and coming in on the back side or just underneath the body line. So I think I want my ant to be walking on some little ant hills. So starting here on the left, I'm just going to draw up a little hill coming in behind him, and then I'm going to carry that ground line all the way over across the page, coming a little bit higher than the bottom of his feet, filling in any little gaps in between them. And then I'm going to finish off with a second hill just in front of him. And for our last detail, we'll draw in a nice big flower just hanging over top of our ant, starting on the left, drawing a curved line up and over the top of his body, reaching towards the top of the page. And from there, I'm going to start my first flower petal, making a big teardrop shape coming towards my ant's head and meeting at a point back at the top of the stem. And then I'm going to add 2 more, one just above and one just below, starting at the top of the stem and creating that nice big teardrop shape. And here's our third one, and I'm just going to come down and it's just going to meet up with the very first petal. And then I'm going to add in my leaves, so starting with one on the right, just curving a line towards the petals. Yours might come above or below, it doesn't really matter, and closing it off, and we'll add one more on the left. And that, guys, is our little ant. So thank you so much for drawing with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And until next time for another Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook, keep making art and keep smiling.